My best friend and I have played Madlibs since we were kids, and we often play them together as adults on road trips. We're always looking for ways to make them even more interesting and funny, and now that AI art has arrived on the scene, it was a perfect match. So here's how this works. We send each other the words for a Madlib. We then enter those words into our Madlibs, and we run each sentence through MidJourney to create art to go along with it. Then, we get together, share what we created, and hilarity ensues. Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please come in and make yourself at home. My name is Paddycake, and welcome to the next episode of MidJourney Madlibs. With me, as always, is my co-host, compatriot, and the guy who came up with this whole idea, Brent, my best friend. How are you feeling, by the way? You're out of surgery now.
Yes, it's been a week since I had surgery. I did take some pain pills before the show. Hopefully, I won't get all weird, or maybe that'll be an advantage. I'm not sure.
Let's go ahead and get started with our first Madlib for tonight, which is going to be coming to you from Brent. Brent, Madlib. I can see the title, Cats and Books. I'm excited because cats are awesome. So go ahead.
And I'm definitely a cat person, so this was a great story to do. And last week when we did our word themes, one of the ones that Patrick got was kitty letters, which are cat themed. So we've got cats and books, and you can see this cat is reading a book. Test your knowledge about cats who have made their frisky mark in literature.
It's cute. It's just super cute.
The friskiest looking one of all, and it is definitely really cute. And I'm not literature or music.
I don't know if it does kind of look like music. It actually kind of also looks like a list of names, which I imagine all cats have a list of names somewhere. It's like, these are the people we're going to kill. These are the people we're going to not kill.
These are the people that will eat after they die, but only after they die.
Right. So I don't know. I guess he kind of looks a little frisky because it looks like his back paw is like sticking out underneath the book. So he's like tumbling around it. So I guess he's kind of frisky, but he also kind of looks very sedate at the same time. I don't know.
The cat who seems to be furry and can't stop stalking Alice. The Cheshire Cat.
Oh, how weird the fur looks. It almost looks like it's woven across the face.
It is pretty interesting. And it's stunning.
Mm-hmm. And it's very Cheshire Cat. I mean, it's what I think of when I look at, well, I don't think blue, I think purple, but that's because of Disney.
Yeah, and I don't know why it chose this color, but I look at even like the details on his chin.
Mm-hmm. Then
there is the Lethal Cat in Ash King's horror classic, Church.
Okay, so you know what? That if you didn't tell me anything about how this art was generated, you just put this in front of me and said, "What does this make you think of?" I would immediately say Church from Pet Sematary.
Yeah, this is why I chose this picture, because it looked enough like the cat from the movie that this was the one.
Well, even the novel he's described as a gray tabby, so you know.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't look scary.
No, but he looks fresh from the grave. And it may just be the background and the smokiness and the weird, creepy church building behind him. But yeah, it just makes me think of Pet Sematary immediately.
The cat with the squashed tail, who belongs to Zuby Potter's best friend, Crookshanks.
Oh, that's so cute. I love the cat has its own little Harry Potter glasses.
I know, that's why I picked that one, because it's like, okay, even though I didn't say Harry Potter anywhere, I guess it understood Crookshanks. Uh-huh. Every single version of him is an orange-looking tabby. This looks more cat-like, but there's a few of them where it's like the AI knows that Crookshanks isn't really a cat, but it's a Kneasel.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really weird.
Yeah,
but I love this other little bonus gray cat next to it.
The gray cat next to it's a little strange because it almost looks like Its back legs and its front legs have joined together.
And it has some very odd knees in the front anyway.
Yeah, it's the proportions are a little strange. It seems like there's too much chest above those legs.
The Egypt cat, who is the best friend of the soft cockroach, Archie. Mahedabel.
It kind of looks like a grasshopper, weirdly enough, in the face, but if you can call it a face. But
I want to say
the legs are very strange. They're almost lizard-like.
Egyptifying it. It was trying to make it into a scarab, perhaps. That's my best guess on that.
They almost look. They look like they're trying to take like the idea of like the pads on the bottom of a cat's foot and make them Egyptian looking, like Egyptian jewelry or something.
A mysterious, playful, and small black cat capable of performing litter boxes of magic and sleight of toe beam. Mr. Mistopheles.
That's from Cats. Oh my gosh. And you know what? That's what Mr. Mistopheles kind of looks like in Cat. He's more of a tuxedo cat, but yeah, he's very flashy and showy. What's with the weird white tuft in the air?
Maybe that's one of his sleights of toe beam.
The sleights of toe beam?
There's the story of a very stray kitten who struggles to keep his mice clean and tidy. Tom Kitten.
He's really trying to keep that mouse neat and tidy. He's trying to wash it and everything. He's like spilling the water out onto it. But there's something really strange about this cat. It has rat feet. Did you notice the rat feet on this cat? This cat has rat feet.
This water is doing some pretty impossible things.
Yeah, it is. Well. It's kind of going off to the side.
There's an alert cat tale about a cat who wins the twitching ear of a princess in marriage. Puss in Boots.
What the hell? So, that's not how you wear boots, honey. You're doing it wrong.
There's so many weird things going on here.
A couple of little critiques here. So first of all, obviously, well, not really critiques. We're just discussing the image. We're not critiquing it, you know.
I didn't make it. I mean,
right.
Chains.
I so it's suspended. The Puss in Boots is suspended from the ceiling by chains, apparently. He's stuffed into one boot. But then part of him... So maybe, is it just his front paws? Like both front paws are stuffed in this boot in the front, and then his back paws are stuffed in the boot in the back? Is that how it's working?
Maybe, but then what is this?
Right, I don't know. That's the part. Maybe
it's almost like his tail is stuffed in the back boot. And is he really that long that the boots would look that
far apart?
different?
Yeah, that's really strange too. Unless you were using two different size boots, possibly.
And then we get to the honorable mentions, and of course you see another little soft cockroach.
Yep.
That's another thing I forgot to mention about the soft cockroach. That doesn't look soft.
No, it doesn't. But it probably, and I imagine this is probably something that it did in the previous one, because it had the word Egypt and then something that was defined as an insect, it probably tried to make them look scarabic. Yeah, scarabic.
Yeah. So here we go with, what's our first one? Oh, this is of course, test your knowledge about cats who have made their pristine mark in literature.
What a regal cat that is.
And I love that it looks as if she's sort of got hair.
Yeah, she has tresses.
Mm-hmm.
And
it is definitely a pretty cat.
Almost human hand. Almost human.
Almost. Well, look at what's holding the book.
Oh, she does have one human hand, or there's a human holding it for her, one or the other, yeah. or it's thing.
It could be thing, yes. I don't know if Wednesday's cat would dress like this. We'll see.
Oh, that's the Cheshire Cat. Yeah, it's got to be the Cheshire Cat. It's too psychedelic not to be.
He was too beautiful not to have.
Oh no, it's great. I love it.
Then we've got, of course, the Lethal Cat in Ash King's horror classic Church.
Yep. Which I may not have immediately said Pet Sematary, but if you said, does this remind you of a certain book? I would have been like, yeah, Pet Sematary.
And I really like this one because it's so different from any of the other ones that it generated, and the style is.
I really love this style. I like this style
like
of art
charcoal.
anyway. Crookshanks.
Just straight up Crookshanks.
That's totally a Kneasel. That's 100% a Kneasel.
And I never could get his tail flat. I tried so hard to get his tail flat. It did something to his tail, but yeah, I think that the AI has done enough or seen enough versions or fan fiction that he's not quite a cat.
Yeah.
There's just some differences there. And next up, this is of course Mr. Mistopheles, capable of performing litter boxes of magic, and
he's somehow standing. He's somehow standing inside the pot and outside the pot at the same time.
Well, you know what? At first I thought that was really weird, but now that I'm looking at it in a much larger version, it almost looks like maybe his front legs are in the pot and his back legs are outside.
Well, that's what I'm thinking too, and it does look like that, but it also looks like his body is passing through the pot in the back. So,
and it looks a lot like Junebug.
It does. It does quite a bit.
But there's a lot of little pretty. The candle came up, and I enjoyed it.
Oh, he's so cute.
This is Tom Kitten who couldn't keep his mice clean.
So we have a mouse hole in the wall. So there's something. So yeah, he's cleaning up. He's cleaning up after the mice. So
and these mice must live in St. Louis.
the big arch over their door. Oh, cute. Oh, God. Big old feet. I guess this is the Puss in Boots, and the cat in the back apparently has like a snake for an arm. It's like...
And maybe that's the princess that he caught the twitching.
Oh, yeah, maybe so, behind him. Or it could be the one with the snake arm, too. It could be the one that's peeking over his shoulder, one or the other.
It was really fun. There weren't a whole lot of giggles, but if you like cats, you're gonna really be doing a lot of aw. It's been so long since I sent you the words. I don't even remember what themes and everything that I sent that we had last time, but I can't wait to hear your story.
It's gonna be fun. Okay, so for my Madlibs this week, we're gonna be doing a little bit of traveling. So tonight we're gonna talk about India. So your theme was a single letter, and it was the letter T. So all of your words began with the letter T.
This should be interesting.
Yeah. So India is a very tarnished country, located almost directly across the world from the United Trophies of America.
It gave us a lot.
It did.
It gave us the Indian flag and the American flag.
Yep.
Together.
It gave us a trophy, and it gave us tarnished. It's
definitely
all there. It's all there.
And it's even like a globe. Sort of.
India is bounded on the north by the top of a tall tree, and on the south by the terrible ocean.
Wow.
I thought this came out so cool because it's quite obviously, if you look, it's quite obviously in the shape of India.
Oh, no, it definitely looks like the subcontinent.
Yeah, it's definitely in the shape of India. And then you have an ocean bordering the south, and then you have the top of a tree bordering the north. And I mean, there's so much detail, and it's probably not coming through entirely in the in the screen share. But there's so much detail. If you zoom in on that tree at the top, there's like little things here and little signs, and there's windows and doors, and there's a little house over here, and then it's just, there's so much in this picture. It's just, I thought it was really cool. Indian women are very beautiful and wear a lot of large two things on their arms.
Oh, no.
So she has two things. She has two things on her arms. Those two things happen to be hands.
A completely separate.
Yeah, a completely separate arm with a hand on both ends, just suspended in front of her chest. They often also wear long strings of trolls around their necks.
I was so hoping for those treasure trolls.
I was
from
hoping
the
for treasure
70s.
trolls too, but no, we got an Indian troll.
Is she walking toward us or away from us?
I don't know, and that's the most disturbing thing. Is I can't tell. The arms kind of give me the impression that she's walking away from us, but the feet give me the impression she's walking towards us. The hair also makes it think she's walking away. So it looks like we're looking at the back of her head, but you never know. You know, the ears kind of face towards us. I don't know. It's weird.
But I still feel like I'm in India.
Oh, yeah. It actually evokes that. The clothing looks like it. The environment looks like it. So, yeah. They have many religious sects, including Hindus, Brahmins, Mohammedans, and trolleys. I said they're all represented, all different religions, all riding the trolley.
This is a very curious trolley that seems to be.
It seems to
balanced.
be a uni-trolley. It's like a unicycle.
And that track is a very narrow gauge.
Many Indians regard the cow as a sacred tiny turquoise tea kettle.
So it looks more like an incense burner, but I still love it.
Yeah, it's cute. It's like if someone gave me, it doesn't really look like a cow. It looks, it's kind of like a weird cross between a cow and
a taper.
Yes, a little bit like a taper. But if somebody gave me this, whether it was a teapot or an incense burner, it would immediately find a place on my shelf because it's really cool.
It's really beautiful.
And cows are allowed to wander truly about the streets.
Okay.
So,
And you still got that tea kettle.
Right. And apparently has a window on the side. I know, it's like a washing machine too, because the window on the side. And there's also a tea kettle brewing in front of the cow. So I don't know, it kind of defeats the purpose of the cow being a tea kettle. Maybe it is a washing machine. One Indian caste is called the Untouchables. The twisted Untouchables sit in the city truck and beg tourists to give them tortoises.
Okay. There's so much to unpack here. Wait, and it did say a city bus, right?
Yes. City truck. City truck, not a city bus. Yes.
I can see why they're untouchable.
But the thing is, though, it didn't use the Indian term for untouchable. It used the Hollywood term for untouchable. Because it looks like mafia people sitting on an Indian truck, because it has like the sign on the top and the little symbols on the side that looks very Indian, like those trucks you hop in that take you around town.
Like the little. Oh yeah, the little short ones.
Yeah, that's what it I think it's actually meant to be. It's one of those types of little transport trucks. But then it made them into quote unquote the Untouchables from mafia. Yes, those. But then there's also the tortoise, and the guy turning into a tortoise, who I don't know. I guess maybe his crotch is growing a tortoise. I'm not sure.
Or maybe there's a tortoise on his lap. What? Though that's a really big head.
Right, exactly.
We're just gonna leave that one where it is.
Unlike American Indians, India Indians never wear tulips. Well, obviously, the picture immediately made that statement a lie.
Or maybe this is
an American Indian.
An American Indian that looks nothing like a Native American.
Right. So anyway, yeah, they never wear tulips, obviously. So no, it's a lie. They wear tulips because obviously there's lots of tulips in this picture. Whole headdress of them. That's it for the story. But let's take a look at some of the honorable mentions that I came up with. So this first one, you can tell what line this is. This is definitely the tortoises. I just love the fact that the tortoise itself is a truck this time. And all of
it something that little Tykes made.
And every tortoise on the truck has two heads.
Oh no.
Even the one at the foreground next to the tortoise truck has two heads.
It's a balancing act.
Yes, because it's true. It's just like the trolley. It's a uni-truck.
Unless it's got it's those little three-wheeled trucks. But you can't see the wheel.
Yeah, you don't see the third wheel either. Okay. Here's another one.
Oh my! This one's got six.
That's got
or
6
5
wheels. It's got all the missing wheels from all the other vehicles in this video.
Well, it seems to have 3 on one side and 2 on the other.
That it does. And apparently this truck picks up only tortoises. Like, no one else is allowed to ride this truck except for tortoises.
And then they beg for more.
Right?
It's one big tortoise.
So this was they often wear long strings of trolls around their necks. And the reason this was chosen was because, I mean, girl, what is with that hair?
Well, I mean, a lot of people in India break world records for certain things, like the longest fingernails and
the longest hair. Yeah, I can imagine that. But still, I mean, pull it back.
Talk about this elephant?
Yeah, so yeah, the elephant that has an elephant head at the end of its trunk. That was the other reason. And I didn't even notice the elephant until I blew this one up and saved it on the computer and started looking at it, and I was like, oh, that elephant's a little strange.
But it is a very pretty. It's not quite a sari because it's 2 pieces, but it's still very pretty.
Mm-hmm. And that is it. That is the end of our little journey through India.
Where will we go next?
You have to wait till Thursday to find out. All right, that is going to do it for tonight's episode of MidJourney Madlibs. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Thank you, Brent, for hosting this with me.
It was fun, and y'all may not have known this, but I've had a cat on my lap for pretty much the entirety of this episode, so it's kind of great.
She'll show up in our next outtake
story
video.
about cats.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Check out the rest of the videos on the channel. Check out the rest of the MidJourney Madlibs. There's a playlist down below. It's real easy to find. Also, while you're down there, click on the like and subscribe button because we really, really like getting the support. And leave us comments. Let us know what kind of Madlibs you want us to do, what kind of art themes you'd like to see us do. Let us know. Interact. We love interaction.
Absolutely, because if you have great ideas, we'll take them.
We absolutely will. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great whatever. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Like and subscribe. Nope. Like and subscribe. Like and prescribe. No. Like and subscribe. Yeah.